This is the Scalper's Gold update for July 12th. Tonight I thought we'd do some systems training with stock. This happens to be potash, 1 minute chart. This is the Scalper's Gold trading system, which it's 3 parts. There's the MSA trend, and the trend when blue, we're only looking for long trades. When it turns yellow, we can go long or short. It means it's neutral, or there's no trend apparent. If it turns red, it means we can only take short trades. Scalper line just tells us, is the momentum to the upside or to the downside at any given time, or is there really, no momentum, and probably shouldn't be trading in that area. And then the third part is the Scalper Gold, and this gives you the prices, the entries, and the stops. So here's a day, this was last week. When you're trading stocks, with any system, you want a stock that moves. The benefit of trading stocks over the futures, if I could point one out, would be the fact that, if you're a YM trader or Dow futures trader, if the Dow is going to be slow that day, that's what you're stuck with. If you're trading stocks, there's always a stock that's in play or a stock that's moving that has a good range, good ATR, and that kind of thing that you can pick and get some good trades out of. And the Scalper's Gold system is going to identify those potential setups that may run. Okay, so here's an example. What we're looking for. Let me go back to here's the open in potash. The New York Open, and we typically wait with futures we'll wait a couple minutes before we take any signals, but with stocks you can take them right out of the gate. So we get a short signal here, and these signals come out before the price gets there, and they come out ahead of time so you can place your order. But there's a short signal there, but we look at the trend, and the trend is long. So we're going to ignore any short signals. We're only looking for long signals here. You can see 91.40 here, another short signal comes out. But again, the trend is long, and the price never came down and hit 91.40 anyway. So this 92.31 is our first trade that we can get into, because the trend says it's okay to take longs. It gives us the price at which to get in at, so we can put our buy stop in there at 92.31 ahead of price. Price is in here when this prints. Okay, price does come up. It hits 92.31. We're in the trade. Now that's half the battle, is getting into the trade. But what the Scalper's Gold system will do for you is it'll tell you when to exit the trade. And this went from 92.31, actually got to a high up here of 93.86. So well over $1 profit available there. Okay, and then it pulls back, and here we get a stop at 93.13. So from entry to stop, you would have taken about 82 cents on that trade. Now, if we were coming up, again, 93.13 would print ahead of time, so you can move your stop there. But you can also reverse to the short side there and go short 93 at 93.13, because we look at our trend, and our trend had gone neutral, which means we can go long or short in here. Okay, so if you took the short at 93.13, you got down to 92.23, almost $1 profit there, before it came all the way back up and would have stopped you out with a 2-cent profit. And you might say, well, gee, that's not good. But this is systems trading, and you have to stick with the system, because I'll show you what's going to happen if you're trading a system that can help you cut the losses short and let the winners run. Now, one of the other things, when you get into a trade in a stock, this trade's close to a $100 stock, it's a $93 stock on this particular day. And with a higher price stock like that, the biggest stop you want to have, our emergency stop, is going to be 30 cents. Okay, if the Scalper's Gold gives us a smaller stop, we'll use the Scalper's Gold stop. But the biggest stop we're ever going to take in a stock like potash is going to be 30 cents. What that does is that keeps our losses fixed and small compared to the potential winners we can have, and I'll show you. Okay, so we only pick up a couple of pennies on that. So we're up 82 cents, and then we have a 2-cent winner. Now, obviously, depending on what your daily goal is, you may be done on the 80, or if a stock hits $1, you might be out and done. But if you're going to follow the system, let's just follow it and see where it takes us. So, we're already up our first trade 82 cents, and we take 2 cents, okay? And then we can also reverse 93.11. We can go long on that because the trend is now neutral. And that trade comes up. Here we get a red dot, which is another place we need, the system telling us we need to put a stop in. So our stop is going to be at 93.47, where this red dot is. That doesn't get hit. It makes another new high of the move before it pulls back here at 93.58, so it gives us another 27 points we can put in our pocket. Now, that is also a short signal at 93.58. Why? Because our trend is neutral, says we can still go short. Okay, so we get in that trade. We're going to have an initial 30-cent stop on this. You can see it goes right in our favor almost, immediately. We were never threatened of, hitting our 30-cent stop. It comes down here. We get our new stop right here where this blue dot is, and that's at 93.46. So we're guaranteed, not to lose at this point. And it comes down and finally does stop us here on this print at 93.31, I think that is, which gives us about 27 points. Okay, now 93.31, when it hit that, we could also go long because you see the trend is neutral. Okay. Obviously that didn't go anywhere, but we've got our 30-cent stop in. Okay, so we're going to take a 30-cent stop, and you say, oh boy, now we took a 30-cent stop. Well, we're way up for the morning, but let's just say that was our first trade of the day, and we took a 30-point stop. Okay, the whole thing with trading a system is you just got to jump in on the next trade when it tells you to get in. And here's why. And here's why you want to follow a system. Okay, 92.84 comes up. Again, it's trading up here, and then we get a print at 92.84, and we know we can set our short. Why? Because our trend is neutral. It means we can go short. So get in 92.84, we have our 30-cent stop. The 30-cent stop is never threatened because once it hits 92.84, it begins to drop, pretty quickly here. 92.84. Here's the blue dot that our first system tells us we need to put our first stop in here, or from our emergency stop. This is our first kind of trailing stop, if you will, and that is going to be at 91.27. Okay, you can see that was not hit. It's got another leg down. Came all the way as low as $90.13. So you can see a nice profit in there from entry to low, and then we get our new stop here, which is at 90.56. So we're moving our stop from here down to here. Okay, and that a few minutes later does get hit, takes us out for about $2.28 profit. Okay, so this is why we don't mind taking this 30-cent stop here. If the next stop, if we can hold this winner, the system tells us stay in the trade. You see this, all the momentum is to the downside. The scalper line tells us that as long as the scalper line is red, we can stay short. When we get 2 consecutive blue dots on that scalper line, it tells us we need to put a stop in, and then the system tells us where that stop needs to be. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. This is the Scalper's Gold trading system. You can go to www.scalpersgold.com. Get my free report, The Truth About Trading. You can click on the Products tab and get more information on this system. Anyway, I hope that's helpful.